Warren Edward Buffett is a billionaire investor, entrepreneur, and philanthropist from the United States. He is one of the world's richest men and is often recognized as the greatest stock market investor of all time. Honesty is a very expensive gift. Don't expect it from cheap people. Price is what you pay, value is what you get. Someone's sitting in the shade today because someone planted a tree a long time ago. The most important thing to do if you find yourself in a hole is to stop digging. Be fearful when others are greedy and greedy when others are fearful. If you're in the luckiest 1% of humanity, you owe it to the rest of humanity to think about the other 99%. Risk comes from not knowing what you're doing. There's class warfare. All right, but it's my class, the rich class, that's making war, and we're winning. It takes 20 years to build a reputation, and 5 minutes to ruin it. If you think about that, you'll do things differently. No matter how great the talent or efforts, some things just take time. You can't produce a baby in 1 month by getting 9 women pregnant. Rule number 1, never lose money. Rule number 2, never forget rule number 1. It's better to hang out with people better than you. Pick out associates whose behavior is better than yours, and you'll drift in that direction. The difference between successful people and really successful people is that really successful people say no to almost everything. Should you find yourself in a chronically leaking boat, energy devoted to changing vessels is likely to be more productive than energy devoted to patching leaks. You can't produce a baby in 1 month by getting 9 women pregnant. You never know who's swimming naked until the tide goes out. I always knew I was going to be rich. I don't think I ever doubted it for a minute. You only have to do a very few things right in your life so long as you don't do too many things wrong. There seems to be some perverse human characteristic that likes to make easy things difficult. I could end the deficit in 5 minutes. You just pass a law that says that anytime there is a deficit of more than 3% of GDP, all sitting members of Congress are ineligible for re-election. If you've been playing poker for half an hour and you still don't know who the patsy is, you're the patsy. I will tell you the secret to getting rich on Wall Street. You try to be greedy when others are fearful, and you try to be fearful when others are greedy. It's nice to have a lot of money, but you don't want to keep it around forever. I prefer buying things. Otherwise, it's a little like saving sex for your old age. When you combine ignorance and leverage, you get some pretty interesting results. In the business world, the rearview mirror is always clearer than the windshield. Forecasts may tell you a great deal about the forecaster. They tell you nothing about the future. What the wise do in the beginning, fools do in the end. Every saint has a past. Every sinner has a future. Life is like a snowball. The important thing is finding wet snow and a really long hill. I do know that when I am 60, I should be attempting to achieve different personal goals than those which had priority at age 20. Games are won by players who focus on the playing field, not by those whose eyes are glued to the scoreboard. In the world of business, the people who are most successful are those who are doing what they love. Wall Street is the only place that people drive to in a Rolls-Royce to take advice from people who ride the subway. People always ask me where they should go to work, and I always tell them to go to work for whom they admire the most. In looking for people to hire, you look for 3 qualities: integrity, intelligence, and energy, and if they don't have the first, the other 2 will kill you. You know, you keep doing the same things and you keep getting the same result over and over again. You've gotta keep control of your time, and you can't unless you say no. You can't let people set your agenda in life. An investor should act as though he had a lifetime decision card with just 20 punches on it. I will tell you how to become rich. Close the doors. Be fearful when others are greedy. Be greedy when others are fearful. Opportunities come infrequently. When it rains gold, put out the bucket, not the thimble. Diversification is protection against ignorance. It makes little sense if you know what you are doing. Keep all your eggs in one basket, but watch that basket closely. I learned to go into business only with people whom I like, trust, and admire. In the long run, management stressing accounting appearance over economic substance usually achieve little of either.